Hey everybody, it's James here from NeuralNet Games, and today we're talking Frosthaven update number 90, the storage solution. And there's still some issues, but at least we're making some progress. And for anyone who ordered the insert, this is a very important update. You do have mandatory actions so you don't get stuck with an insert that you don't necessarily want. So make sure you watch the video so I can walk you through it. And for anyone who hasn't watched my previous updates and doesn't understand what's going on, the broken token insert was canceled. More details on that in my Frosthaven update number 87. I'll put a link to that down in the description. So for anyone who hasn't, been keeping up, go ahead, make sure you watch that as well. And so we have a solution now, or we have three solutions. We're going to talk about how each works exactly, but I just wanted to let you know this is not going to impact the delivery time according to the update. I don't know if that will actually be true, but according to the update, it won't impact the shipping times. And then I just want to let you know, we're going to talk through, especially in the folded space, how your money is going to be put to work. Because you put in $80 for the broken token organizer, and I don't see a lot talking about how the price difference between folded space or even Laserox and that $80 that you paid for a broken token organizer. I don't see that being properly addressed. I'm going to go through in detail how that works, so make sure you stick with me. This is going to be a good one. Let's get started. Let's talk about what the folded space insert is. So it's an incredibly light insert. I mean, it's foam, it's not wood. It's going to be a couple pounds, so that is somewhat of an advantage. It's 2 pounds versus, I believe, 5 pounds. It's going to be really easy to put together. They're talking here about, or Isaac's talking about, making the organizer look super fancy as well. Using designs, images, text combined with colored foam to make the insert trays really pop visually. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if putting a bunch of fancy colors and stuff in, especially if, they're color coding it to match components, I don't know if that's actually going to look good. It might look a little bit cheesy, kind of weird. I don't know. Make sure, comment below, let me know your thoughts. I'm a little bit concerned. Sometimes when you add a bunch of color and detail, it doesn't always necessarily make it look better. Sometimes it actually makes it look worse. So I actually went on to Amazon.com just to look for the folded space organizer, just to see if I could get a little bit of a better feel for it. I don't see the Gloomhaven organizer on Amazon.com. They've got the, folded space Founders of Gloomhaven, folded space Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. We've got accessories, stuff like that. I mean, between these two, there's only 9 reviews, so I don't really know what to take from that. Anyone who's got the Gloomhaven folded space insert, make sure you comment below. Try and give some context so that, people understand how, whether it's good. Like, does it wear? I'm concerned about wear with foam. You play Gloomhaven for a really long time, and a foam insert is not going to be as durable as a wooden insert. And so there's definitely going to be concerns about, is this thing actually going to stand up? Is it going to hold up over, God knows how many missions or how many scenarios you're going to play in Frosthaven? There was 95 in the original. There's 138, I think it was. There's 138 in Frosthaven. There's a lot. Anyways, and so you're going to be playing this game for years. Will a foam insert actually hold up? And also, I talked before about the cost, and so let's get into that. So if you order from Folded Space, it's 38.5 euros, which is $45.12 US. And then if you go to the US, if you ship to the US, I should have had it pulled up here clearly. If you ship to the US, it's $11. It's $11. Here, let's just find it quickly so I can show you here. There. 11 euros. That is $12.89. I just ran it through currency calculator. It may change slightly by the time this video comes out, or whenever you're watching it, so don't hold me to that. But basically it's $58 US. That is a lot less than the broken token insert. And so in the update here, there's a little part about a supplementary storage solution, talking something along the lines of a box or file wallet for storage of all the map tiles. And I just don't see how that solution can make up the difference. So I'm really curious to know your thoughts, because I read through this update, I read through all the comments, I did as much research as I could possibly do, and I don't see anything outside of this one little blurb where that says, this is because there's some extra money in the budget, they're going to be able to actually, put in some sort of supplementary storage solution. I mean, you can go get a little binder or something for like a couple bucks to hold this. So it would have to be pretty substantial to make up the difference. The broken token organizer is $80 in the Frosthaven Kickstarter page. And if we're looking at 58, that's a $22 difference. And I know I'm just going off the Gloomhaven prices, but I actually think that the Frosthaven Kickstarter should be cheaper. Folded Space is going to be able to make huge production runs of Frosthaven, whereas Gloomhaven, they were just selling on their own. So the cost should actually be less because of scale. And so $58, I think, is, conservative, right? It's actually probably going to cost less, or it should cost less. And so that is a pretty big price gap difference. I mean, it's minimum $20+, and all we're getting is, or I didn't order it myself. I say we're a community, right? The people who ordered the broken token insert, there's a massive price gap there. And so I feel like we're lacking a lot of information on that front. I just wanted to let you know, I've started a Patreon, all kinds of cool benefits in there. Play games with me, special campaign plays, stuff like that. And then I also have a Twitter account. I'm posting board game news. I'm posting, just fun stuff. I'm going to put a link to both of those in the pinned comments. So make sure you go check those out. If you're looking for a way to support the channel, Patreon is definitely the best way to support me. The next thing I want to talk about, though, is Laserox. So we've got this Laserox insert. They have one for Gloomhaven. I've read mixed reviews on kind of Laserox's quality. They are decently expensive, although not quite as expensive as, the broken token insert. At 63.5 euros, we're looking at, $74.42. And one thing I forgot to mention before about Folded Space, and I guess it applies to Laserox too, because they're European. All the European people who ordered the broken token insert, they're going to have even less shipping costs. And so it's actually going to be far less expensive. So you back Frosthaven, you paid $80 for broken token insert. If you just wait and you get a Folded Space Frosthaven insert later on, I mean, it's going to cost substantially less than $80, and no supplementary, tile holder is going to make up for that I can figure out. And if it is, is it going to be encrusted with some sort of jewels or something? I know it's me being a bit of an ass, but the math, it's not adding up for me. Anyway, so back to Laserox. Laserox, like I said, I've had mixed reviews. You go look down here, of course, all the reviews are amazing, but I've heard mixed reviews, although I think from what I've heard, they have increased the quality of their product. So if you do want a wooden organizer, there is this option. However, I don't know if it's an equivalent option. Is it actually as good? I know that broken token quality, was pretty good, and that most people were happy with broken token. They didn't have a lot of issues that I know of. So we've got these two options. We've got Folded Space for foam. We've got Laserox for wood. We've also got the inbox solution, which may actually be semi-viable. So I guess this is going to be option number 3. You actually get a refund, because you still can get a refund. for the entire amount. And I think maybe a decent amount of people are going to go that way if they don't want Laserox, because folded space, like that price difference it's going to be a huge sticking point. But the actual organizer in the box looks okay. It's going to be semi-workable, I think, far more than original Gloomhaven. It's going to be along the lines of Jaws of the Lion, where they've got, you know, these plastic tray inserts, and then you're going to have little baggies. And I think you'll probably be able to create your own solution just by changing things up a little bit versus, you know, buying the other solution. So I think, you know, a refund and using the basic organizer that comes with it, and, you know, a little bit of, you know, ingenuity and hard work is actually going to be viable. Okay, for everybody who backed, this part is extremely important. There is a Google form here. You've got to go and you've got to fill it out. This is mandatory, or you're going to get the foam insert. So make sure you go here, fill out all your correct information, and, you know, give them an idea of which way you want to go. And the final piece of the update, everything is supposedly going to the printer in 2 to 3 weeks. Things are continuing to progress nicely. Let's hope that actually pans out and that, you know, everything is kind of on track for Q1 2022. Can't wait. It's going to be great. Just wanted to say thanks so much for watching the video, and a big thank you to my subscribers and my patrons. I couldn't do it without you.